All right, let's talk about something huge. When you think of an advanced civilization, what comes to mind? Flying cars? Super intelligent AI? Well, what if the real measure is something bigger? Today, we're going to explore a scale of progress so epic, it goes from our tiny little planet all the way to the fabric of reality itself. So, here's a wild thought. What if we could measure how advanced a civilization is, not by its gadgets or art, but simply by how much energy it can control? Well, believe it or not, there's a scale for that. It's called the Kardashev Scale, and it does exactly that. It's this amazing system that ranks civilizations based on how much juice they can harness. And trust me, this journey takes us from controlling a planet to commanding galaxies and, well, way beyond. Okay, so let's start at the very first rung on this cosmic ladder. We're talking about a Type 1 civilization, or as I like to call them, the Planetary Masters. This is the step that's actually, kind of relatable for us. So you're probably wondering, where are we on this thing? Well, a true Type 1 civilization, a full 1.0, has total control over its planet. And us, humanity today, we're currently sitting at about a 0.7. Yeah, we're on the way, but we've still got a bit of a climb ahead of us. And to give you a sense of what that even means, reaching Type 1 requires harnessing something like 10 to the 16th watts. That is a huge number. To put it in perspective, that's like capturing every single drop of sunlight that hits the Earth, plus all the geothermal energy, wind, everything. We'd be leaving no energy stone unturned. And just imagine what you could do with that kind of power. We are talking total mastery of your planet's energy. Solar, geothermal, tidal, all of it. This is where things get really sci-fi. You could control the weather on a global scale. Think about it. Stopping hurricanes in their tracks, ending droughts. You'd have planet-wide energy grids, and you could literally engineer the climate. In a world like that, concepts like developed and developing nations, they'd be ancient history. But it's not just about the tech. The biggest hurdle might be something else entirely. Something called the Great Filter. It's us. It's about overcoming our own divisions and learning to cooperate on a global scale. I mean, can we handle that much power without, blowing ourselves up? That's the real test, isn't it? All right, buckle up. If you thought Type 1 was impressive, the next leap is just staggering. We're jumping from mastering a single planet to becoming stellar shapers. So a Type 2 civilization, this is a species that commands the entire energy output of its home star. We're talking 10 to the power of 26 watts. Just look at that jump in numbers. It's an insane increase in power, almost impossible to wrap your head around. Yeah, exactly. This species becomes truly stellar in scale, harnessing the full power of its star. The classic example everyone talks about is the Dyson Sphere, right? This giant megastructure you build around your entire star just to soak up every last bit of its energy. At this point, you're not just living in your solar system, you're actively engineering it. And if you thought that was a big leap, hold on, because Type 3 is another level entirely. The power level, 10 to the power of 36 watts. That's not the power of a star. That's the power of an entire galaxy. I absolutely love this metaphor. If a Type 2 wields the power of a sun, a Type 3 is a star shepherd. They're literally rearranging stars across their galaxy. This is Galactic Scale astroengineering. Moving whole solar systems around, using black holes as power plants. They'd spread across tens of thousands of light years like it's nothing. Okay, so the original Kardashev scale actually stopped right there, at Type 3. But of course, people couldn't resist pushing the idea further, deep into theoretical, mind-bending territory. So the next big shift is profound. We're leaving behind just matter and energy, and we're moving into the realm of the reality benders. A Type 4 civilization? They're not just messing with a galaxy anymore. They harness the energy of the entire universe. Think about that. They could probably tap into things we can barely even theorize about, like dark energy, and start manipulating the very fabric of space-time itself. And what does that let you do? Well, it's basically reality engineering. Imagine being able to just change the fundamental constants of nature, tweaking the speed of light in one area or altering the strength of gravity in another. The things you could do would be just unimaginable. So, you've mastered a universe. What's next? Well, if that isn't enough for you, there's Type 5. This is a civilization that has mastered the multiverse. They're not stuck in just one reality. They can travel between them, manipulate them, maybe even create brand new realities and timelines from scratch. This is such a beautiful and terrifying idea, isn't it? Cosmic gardeners. They'd be seeding new realities, watching over new life forms across an infinite number of timelines. They wouldn't just be a part of existence, they would be its cultivators. But believe it or not, we can push this even further. This is the final stage. And here, we leave technology behind entirely. We're entering a realm that's, well, it's pretty much metaphysical. We're talking about cosmic gods. So what is a Type 6? It's a being that has access to the source code of existence. Just let that sink in. They're not playing by the rules of physics anymore. They are literally rewriting the fundamental rules that even allow universes to pop into being. They'd be operating from a place completely outside of any reality we could comprehend. And then there's the end of the line, Type 7. At this point, the civilization has become totality itself. It's no longer just a player in the game of existence, it is existence. It transcends everything, all realities, all timelines, all possibilities. It is the very fabric of everything that is, was, or ever could. And that just leaves you with this impossibly huge philosophical question, right? When you are the author of reality, what's the point? What is the purpose of existence when you're the one writing the story? What could possibly be left to do? Okay, wow. After that completely mind-bending trip through the cosmos, let's bring it back home. Back down to Earth. Let's talk about our little spot on this massive scale. Remember way back at the beginning, we're a Type 0.7 civilization. After seeing the sheer, unbelievable scope of what's possible, from Type 1 all the way up to being existence itself, it really puts our current spot in perspective, doesn't it? You know, in the end, the Kardashev Scale isn't really just some cosmic ruler. It's a ladder. It's a map of what a civilization could become. And that leaves all of us with one final, really important question to think about. Which rung are we as a species going to reach for next?